tell that you're a woman of taste. If you look at the detail on those cheeky little cherubs.
It is a monstrosity. The cherubs are cockeyed, and I do not appreciate being harangued by a hawker.
Well done, David Dickinson. I'll get rid of this before the week's out, you'll see.
Why don't you go to Leeds for the afternoon?
Well, it's no fun hitting Harvey Nicks on your own. No, I'll content myself with a few hours of Ricky Lake, and trailer trash angst is ever so good for the self-esteem.
Well, Kelly will go with you.
I could do.
Here, take this and spend it.
Thanks, Dad.
Prepare yourself for retail therapy you'll remember for the rest of your life. I could get an award for shopping till I drop.
I can hardly wait.
May I have a cup of tea, please, Donna? Now, your proposals for the country pursuit weekends are very impressive. However, they don't quite meet Mr. King's requirements.
Well, tell me what the problem is and I'll fix it.
Well, the numbers that we need for the shooting weekends are slightly higher than you can accommodate. Now, I know that you want to do us proud, but you can't build an extra room, can you?
Edna, I want this venture to be a success for all of us. So why don't you leave that with me? I can sort this out.
Morning.
Don, I do hope this is a fleeting visit. We're a bit pushed this morning.
I'm here to see your dad, actually.
He's away. Any road. I'm managing the company now.
Really?
Yes, really.
Well, I only came to drop these off. A full set of accounts. If these don't persuade, nothing will.
We won't be needing those, thanks. I've ways of knowing what's going on in the old trade.
Oh, good. You're not the only one showing an interest.
We'll give these the once-over. Thanks for popping by.
Have it your way.
What if there is another interested party? There's no one else. He's up to his old tricks. Let him stew in his own juices till he's begging us to buy.
Oh, I was there waving the flag for glam rock when I was a girl.
First I've heard of it.
Yeah, well, I don't tell you everything about my past. I was nuts about the suite. I could recite the lyrics to Wigwam Bam backwards in my sleep. In fact, I think I've still got some groupie gear stuffed away in a drawer somewhere.
Well, there you go, Donna. You'll have something to wear.
Not for her. I'm not going to miss a strut down memory lane.
They were big fans of spandex back then, weren't they? I'm sure you'll be able to find something to wedge yourself into, Viv.
And will you be drawing the evening to a close with a suitable song? Will grease be the word again?
See you later. You're not seriously going to try and fit into your old clothes, are you?
Yeah. I'm going to have a rummage now. I wonder if I've still got those crushed velvet hot pants that went so well with my spangled platforms.
This 70s bash sounds fun. No, I'm not sure. There's a made-for-telly movie on with Farrah Fawcett. Leslie says it's one of her favourites.
You cannot spend many more evenings snuggled up on the sofa with me, man.
I suppose I could go for an hour.
See, that's more like it. And Paddy's getting Tony to do him up as one of the Bay City Rollers, so you wouldn't want to miss that, would you?
Don.
Sadie, I've just had to suffer the delights of your ex.
My heart goes out to you. I needn't remind you how he'd stamp his little foot if he knew about our meetings.
My lips are sealed. A full set of accounts, as requested. Jimmy was acting the big I am. Wasn't interested in them. I take it you still are.
Oh, certainly. And I think Matthew and I will be in a position to make an offer we'll all be satisfied with very soon. Come in.
So, you're Paul settled back in, then?
I'm not sure settled's the word. He's really not himself. But he seems so forlorn and lonely. I wish I could help.
Well, a split always knocks the stuffing out of you. Paul will bounce back.
Why don't you put your money where your mouth is and tell Ivan what he's missing out on? Oh, I don't know. You're as useless as a margarine toast rack when it comes to helping to sort out your lad's life. You know, you're still embarrassed by him, aren't you?
That's a bit harsh.
Well, if he were my son, I'd be off on one of them there marches like a shot. Mother's pride.
It's, gay pride, Betty.
I'm well aware of all the terms. When I were a windmill girl, some of the boys backstage, They were more interested in each other than they were in our legs. Oh, yes. We had gays then, too, you know.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah. Only they weren't as fortunate back then. You should just be glad that your lad can be himself without the fear of being arrested. Or worse.
Paul does need to get back on that horse. I've always found it's the best way to mend a broken heart.
Surprised you're not permanently bull-legged.
If I hadn't been so blinkered over Nicola, Ivan and Paul would still be together. Betty's right. I really do need to do something about it.
Your teacher should have been happy with brung Hamish in. You can learn a lot from ponies.
Shouldn't have taken him into the classroom.
You can't do show and tell in the yard.
I said Mrs. Wilson's face went bright pink when she was cross.
Yeah, well, she should learn these worst things to get upset about.
You're sad today, aren't you, Sam?
Yeah,
Why?
because I've been selfish. Getting carried away with singing and that. What Alice is going through is not to be singing about.
But you're a good singer. It makes you happy. Alice wants you to be happy, doesn't she? And you'll be able to sing for her when she's better. It'll make her happy too.
I told you we had one.
Oh, this is going to look the business. Look, now we're going to rig it up. I'll find a way.
Good. Can't have a 70s night without a bit of glitter.
We've got loads of disco lights down there and we can make them up of your system at home. We pull our fingers out and we could get ourselves a regular gig.
Long-haired lover from Liverpool. That was my party piece. It's a love, Jimmy Osmond, mate.
The thing I remember most fondly is my chopper.
You what?
It was a bike.
You're still coming, aren't you, mate?
Yeah, I wouldn't miss it. After the way you guys have been banging on.
Oh, great stuff.
I might even ask you to have a bit of a dance. Maybe a bit of Saturday Night Fever, perhaps.
Guess it's the best offer a girl's going to get on a Tuesday. And if that don't tickle your fancy, then this will. My cocktails, try it. It's called Squeeze Me, Please Me.
Crash me to death, while I.
Oh, did you find your old stuff?
Yes, but they used cheap man-made fibres back then and everything's misshapen and stretched.
Are you talking about the clothes?
I'm warning you. At least I found these.
Oh, you never walk in them.
Certain skills you never forget. I'm really looking forward to tonight. In fact, I'm T-Rex static about it.
You feeling better then?
I think I'm happier on my own, for the moment. Especially now I've got my very own shopping princess to whisk me away.
You're back early.
Oh, don't mess about.
Well, you should both spend the afternoon in the hot tub. Gear yourselves up for the glitter armour at the Woolly tonight.
No chance. Farah Fawcett's on at 8. She's playing an alcoholic fighting for custody of triplets while making sure she hasn't a single hair out of place.
Oh, record it. We'll have a giggle.
I don't want to spend my night off at work.
Oh, come on, Paul.
OK, but the cocktails better keep flowing.
They will. I'll make sure of that.
Can I help you, baby Samson?
No.
I'd quite like a go too.
Alice. My chest's nearly better. Doctor let me come over early.
Would have come and got you.
Oh, I've got a taxi. Wanted to surprise you.
What's up with you?
It's wrong to kick chickens.
Yeah, she's been naughty.
I only did it once, gently. They make a funny noise when they go up in the air.
Oh. Yeah. Everybody's a brew. I'll feed him.
Alice went all wobbly.
Hey, you sit down. I've got him.
Just went a bit light-headed with my antibiotics. Give him back, will you? I want to feed him.
To Mummy.
Enjoy yourselves.
Oh, we will.
Bye, darling.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
You know, I always imagined you'd be the sort of woman who'd take every task at hand seriously, even, spring cleaning. But my room seems to be completely empty.
Yes, well, how do I put this? It seems that Lord and Lady Mark need an extra room for their swanky weekends. And I really thought I was going to lose the contract altogether. But when Edna was talking to me, I suddenly had a fabulous idea.
You've moved me in with her?
Next best thing. I've relocated your things into my room with me.
Well, I'm pleased that you wanted to keep it such a surprise.
Good. So, instead of going for a trip back to the 70s, why don't I help you to settle in your new quarters?
You're brimming with brilliant ideas today.
So, what do you think?
Brilliant. I knew I'd wear these old hogmanay cakes again one day.
Hello, Woolpack, and welcome to Glitterama.
Oh, this is going to be hideous.
Oh, live a little, Edna.
I once caught Cliff Richard on the 6-5 special. That was me finished with pop music.
It's spending time with you that keeps me so young, Edna. Come on.
Thanks for the loan of the outfit. Really getting into this glam rock malarkey now.
Girls!
I'll be fine once I get into the groove.
You were proper poorly looking when you got back.
Just had a bit of a shock. I took Samson in that heavy. But if I can't hold him at all one day.
You were only heavy because his dad's been feeding him up. Keeping him healthy for you coming home.
You're right. Lucia said they shoot up at that age. You're looking pretty snazzy, Rodney. I knew you'd pull out all the stops. Fancy dress-wise.
Thank you, Tanisha.
They're his real clothes, aren't they?
Yes, as are these. Who would have thought that having a father 2 steps away from Jason King could be useful?
What's Paddy meant to be? A Bay City roller?
Looks more like Val Doonican. Most of the people here haven't got a clue about the 70s, not like you and me, Louise.
Do you mind? The only thing that happened to me in the 70s was I learned how to walk.
Of course it was. Girls, time for a trip to the ladies.
Oh, goodness sake! Right, I've had enough.
Edna?
Hello?
Edna?
Just ignore him. Maybe tonight's the night to stop being petty and start being civil to each other. Just draw a line under things.
Cliff thinks he can snap his fingers and we'll roll over like trained huskies. All that stuff about another potential buyer.
Yeah, but we know how Dad'll react if this goes belly up. We need to get someone onto assessing Clough's turnover. Work out exactly what we should be offering.
OK, I'll sort it. I did a bit of sniffing into his affairs this afternoon, but I drew a blank.
I heard someone utter the word blank, and I instantly knew it was you, Jimmy.
Ignore her.
Good, you're back. Yes, I've got the accounts. It looks like we need to act fast. Because the missing link is taking Clough's sale more seriously than we anticipated. We can't miss out on this, Matthew.
Time for the glitter ball! Hey!
Sorry, really, got all out of sync when they changed the record. I'm sorry.
You've all crippled me.
Honestly, you dance with all the dexterity of a tectonic
playing tickets.
I'm more Alice Faye than Alice Cooper, but to coin a phrase of his, welcome to my nightmare.
I thought this had been your bag.
No, my memories of the 70s aren't exactly joyful. I'm afraid I can't look back on that era with much affection.
I'm sure.
I'm pleased we can talk like this again.
Yeah.
That Nicola nonsense was painful, but it's what we needed to knock us to our senses.
You really did help us, you know. Being with you made us far happier about myself. I'll always be grateful.
And you and me would have been a disaster, and we didn't need to spend the summer on Brokeback Mountain to work that out.
They're getting cosy.
Yeah, well, Paul better watch himself.
I won't worry, Ivan's a big lad.
What's up with you?
I'm about to make 2 people in this room very happy.
I put all the things that looked sort of official in a neat little pile, and they're at the bottom of the wardrobe. And I didn't peek at anything.
I wouldn't have minded if you had.
Well, except this. You did like your music, didn't you?
That was the summer that Tony and I strummed our way across California. Just the 2 of us, the open road, and 2 guitars.
You know, with everything you've done for me, I feel like I know you inside out.
Good.
But I don't, do I? And that doesn't seem fair. For you, I mean.
Well, you know the essentials. Trust me. The rest is really rather boring.
But I'd like to know more. Relationships, well, it's all in the detail.
Just leave it, Steph. Look, I'm a forward-thinking kind of person. If you're lucky enough to be able to leave it where it lies, the past should be shed, like old skin.
They're playing my song. Come on, Donna, let's dance. I can't prop you up by myself. You won't need to. You see? I said I hadn't lost it.
Now for the climax. It's the final set of lights.
Right, you fix that quickly or don't expect to be paid.
I told him to be a system overlord. All right.
Mum, I'm down here.
Oh, no! All right.
Simon would settle her down, but it seems Nicola's spite was just bubbling away beneath the surface.
Why are you telling us this?
Because it's time to undo the damage she's done.
Did I miss something?
Yeah, actually, no. I think you should hear what's on my mind, too. It's perfectly clear to me, well, and to the whole pub, that you two were meant to be together. I know what Paul's feeling.
No, he doesn't.
You're my boy. I know when you're in pain.
I'm perfectly happy.
Then why are you moping around like a lost soul? You're lonely. You don't have to be a father to see that. And I'm not going to stand by and let that happen.
Rodney.
You're in love, Paul. That's nothing to be ashamed of. And it's so obvious that you feel the same way, too. Let's relegate Nicola to the past where she belongs and just get on with your lives together.
I'm not in love, and you have no right to interfere in my life. Thanks very much, Rodney.
You're messing with my head, Paul.
I haven't a clue what he's going on about.
I can't believe you try and get us back like that. You didn't even pretend you'd moved on.
I wasn't, and I have. Let's just get a drink and...
Look, there's been enough Blackstop antics around here to last a lifetime. Just leave them alone. Paul, come back inside. Look, I'll straighten things out.
You've done enough. I can't believe you did that. Ivan and I have spent ages clearing the air, and you've just blown it all apart in one fell swoop.
I honestly thought I was doing the right thing.
No wonder Nicola turned out the way she did. I should be thankful for small mercies. At least I had the advantage of not knowing you're my father until I was almost 30.
Don't say that. Paul. You're not going to move out again, are you?
Dad, You can help me with my personal matters by staying well away from them.
He'll forgive you.
That's not what I'm worried about. No matter how hard I try, Kelly, I just don't know my own son. I'm not capable of it.